Math in code. So we are going to look at how we are going to design something that we normally use in O level, how to get the LCM and HCF. So we are going to design a LCM and HCF detector that detects the LCM of any number of numbers that you enter. Any number of numbers. Let us begin right away. So we tell the user what we are going to do. So program. So to enjoy this, pull out your laptop, pull out your phone, and we write the code together. So program to find the HCF and the LCM of 2 or more numbers. Yeah. Or you list put in how many or more numbers. Now, what do we begin with? So we import math. That's a library that we are importing. What are you going to do? So the function you are going to write below, what does it do? Find is, so it finds, function to find the highest common factor of any number, any of many numbers. So we write it down. So we come and say def find, it's to find the HCF, of what? Of numbers that you put in. So meaning users are going to enter many numbers, all the numbers that you enter. So HCF is equal to number. So these are the things that we are supposed to be asking you. Write a program that gets this, such that we don't just restrict you to something so cheap. So we come and say for number in numbers. Yeah, to learn this simple work, my number is on the screen. So we have 1. It's so cheap work. So that is slicing. We have sliced. So we come and say HCF is equal to math dot GCD. This is a function that gets the highest common factor. As simple as that. So HCF, and then we pass in the number. Math in code. This is where math in code gets interesting. So after there, what do? We return. So we return the highest common factor. So that function is done. So the next function you are going to write is the function to get the LCM. So the function, so you come and say function to find the LCM of two numbers. So we come and say def LCM. This one we call it the LCM of 2. LCM of 2. Two numbers. LCM of 2 numbers. We pass in A. We have A and B. If they put into A and B, those 2 numbers. So what do? We return. What are we returning? We return the absolute of A times B, and then dividing it a floor with the greatest common factor. So GCD, and then we pass in the number A and B. I don't know whether people know that this is a formula to get the LCM of typically any number. So after doing that, we write another function. That function is going to now find the LCM of any number. Function to find the LCM of many numbers. So after there, we come and say def find, this one we call it find LCM. It finds the LCM. So we pass in the numbers. So after passing in the numbers, we come and say that LCM will equal to numbers. LCM will equal to numbers. The one at in the index 0. After doing that, So we loop. So we loop, we use the for loop. So for number, so for number in numbers, for number in numbers 1 up to where we end, what do? We do this. So LCM is equal to we get the LCM or we get our function. We call this function. In simple terms, we call that function. What we're calling that function, we pass in the LCM. We pass in the LCM, and then LCM this one. So we pass in that LCM, and what else do we pass in? We pass in the number. So this is number here. After that, what do? We return in the LCM. Therefore, the next thing is to ask the user to enter their information. Ask the user. So we write what we are going to do there. Ask the user how many. So we ask you how many numbers they want to enter. So we come and say count is equal to, we capture int, and then input, then we ask how many numbers do you want to enter. So you must declare the numbers you want to enter. So when you declare them, we capture them. Come and say numbers is equal to, we capture the list of those. So we initialize our numbers as that. So we come and say for, we use the for loop, for I in the range of count. What do? We come and say number is equal to int. Now this one, we are looping through each number and then changing them. Input, what our input? Enter number, and then when you enter the number, we add 1. So we enter the number, so we count, we begin the count. So after doing all that, so come and say numbers, the other numbers, this one, numbers. Now we do the operation, dot append. What are we appending? We are appending the number, this number that you have entered. Then after there, what do? We tell you the HCF is equal to, we call our function, forgetting the HCF is here, we call it, we put it there. Now on putting it there, what does it need? It needs numbers. Then after, we call the LCM is equal to, we also call it, where is our LCM? Finding the LCM is here. So find the LCM. We also, it needs numbers, and then we print for you your results. This is beautiful. So we print for you that numbers, and then your numbers, the one that you have entered. And then we also go and work on your print. What are we printing for you? We are printing for you the HCF you asked. Easy, the HCF easy. Then we put in your HCF, and then you also get your LCM. You can just copy this, and then LCM. When you understand programming, this becomes so cheap work. So cheap work. So we are done. That's our simple code. Lines of code. Now when you run the code, we want to see enter. So when you run the now we enter the number we want to enter. So for example, you want to enter two numbers, 2. So the first number, for example, you said 10. The next number is 5. So it tells you that the highest common factor of 10 and 5 is actually, highest common factor is 5, and then the LCM is 10. When you run it again and you sum, I'm going to enter 3. When you enter 3, you say, for example, you have 45, you have 90, and you have 15. And then you want to know. So it tells you that the highest common factor is 15 and the LCM is 9 of those two numbers. Just like this. You can even enter like 4 or any number that you want, 4. So you can, for example, you say I have 4, I have 24, I have 36, and then I have like what is 72. So you get to get the LCM of 4 numbers. So the highest common factor is 4. And then the lowest common factor is 7. The lowest common factor is 72. As simple as this, you can get all LCM and highest common factor of any number you have ever thought of, any that you have ever thought of. As simple as that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on the bell notification such that you can get to know when I upload more. We meet in the next. Thank you.